So there's going to be 80,000 rand thrown at this vehicle, Terrain Tamer, long range fuel tank. It's going to be interesting to see the before and after product. We're going to have to bring it back here.
Someone jump. And then obviously new tyres.
And you kept the same size tyre?
Same size, yeah.
You weren't tempted to go one size up?
Could have gone a 70, but if you're in the middle of Africa, getting a replacement 70 profile, that is something that freaking all buckies use. Make it easy, simple.
If quick use kit in 2 seconds, so are you the owner here?
I am, yes.
How long have you had the business for?
Since 2003.
2003, and you get very good reviews online. What do you put that down to?
Try not to pee people off.
And I'm secret.
Just you know what? I'm here all the time. It's not just somebody does it and I'm out of here. So yeah.
You got to be hands-on with the business.
Exactly that.
And I'm seeing a lot of these tyres, the Maxxis RAZR, the Razor tyres. Are they sort of the new BF Goodrich tyres, so to speak?
I think they've taken over. And in toughness and all that. BF is, yeah.
And in terms of sidewalls, what are we looking at?
3-ply sidewall. You can take it to the front quickly. And then you can feel it's serious.
Yeah, that's serious rubber. Is this the same size tacky?
No, this is a 37 inch.
37, so you do show trucks here. And
I'll take you to the back now.
And also you do RC cars as well?
Hell yes. Toys. Sweet boys.
Are those so are these petrol powered?
All battery.
How big's the scene here?
It's fairly big in Cape Town. Some eye candy.
How much do one of these bad boys go for?
About 6K.
Oh, this is brand new rooms.
Beadlocks.
Yeah, for the 37.
Correct.
Beautiful. And then you got the long range fuel tank on there?
Yeah.
So who do you use for that?
Just front runner.
Big old fuel tank. You can't go wrong with that.
Straight off the shelf, fits 100%. Works well.
And our friends from Terrain Tamer, a very good product as well.
Awesome products. We use quite a bit of them. And also owner run, speak to Marinus himself. Very good.
I think that seems to be the key for the good businesses, owners involved. And the Terrain
no better run than an owner run business, that's that.
And the Terrain Tamer shocks themselves, which ones have you gone for on the tuner?
Just gone for the normal, we didn't go reservoir shocks. Obviously price
exactly.
It's quite a bit more.
And that's another brand that's sort of edging up to the old man Emu.
Taking over.
Are they taking over?
Taking over.
So Maxxis and Terrain Tamer, the big movers of 2022. Exactly. And the rims, the original rims on here, are they still pretty good strength?
Dude, you can go through Africa within nothing.
Yeah, no problem.
100%. Aftermarket, you can buy cheap aftermarket, then you're actually wasting money.
Yeah.
Or you spend the dollars and get the good stuff.
And the back and the brake pads, you're gonna
upgrading discs and pads to EBC.
No, so that's better than probably OEM status.
Definitely. Just can take more heat. That's the thing.
There was an interesting debate about the back drum brakes being changed or not. Do you ever recommend that if people are towing to have it done?
If you got the money, it's not a cheap option of like let's put a disc on. It's quite an expensive little exercise. So yeah.
Exactly. It's all about budget at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And what sort of lift are we going to get off these Terrain Tamers?
Most of we're going to settle on 40 mil. Start out about 50 odd, and then settle to a 40.
That'll be enough. And these look like you get a bit more. They look bigger than your normal types. The tread pattern being so deep.
No, they're awesome tires. So.
How do they go on top?
I tested a set in December. We went away for 3 weeks, Rutgersfeld, all that, and I'm happy as Larry. So
no punctures in Rutgersfeld.
No punctures.
That's the ultimate testing ground.
I punish them. I'm not too shy when I use tires.
Yeah.
I don't drive too careful.
Yeah,
Yeah, gravel roads awesome, tar awesome, all rounder lekker.
exactly. And is the long range fuel tank in already?
Yeah.
You guys are working fast. This thing was only dropped off today.
5 oaks on it today.
Yeah.
Sits over there. Above the spare.
And that's 79 liters?
60 odd or
60
something
odd.
else. Double check it now.
And that'll take this truck over the magic 1000k range mark.
Exactly.
And then, so for this kind of job, how many days should one expect?
It's usually we book it in for 2 days, depending how busy we
Yeah.
are. But we book this according, and then most of us can be on it. Everybody's got a job, so when it goes quick, then we do it 1 day.
Have you seen the overlanding scene taking off over the pandemic?
It has definitely bettered, and we're busy, but this 40 rand a litre they talk about will affect it.
Yeah.
But you know what? It is what it is. Can't afford it. Stay at home.
Do you ever see a time when you'll have electric, there'll be electric conversions for these things?
Most probably not in my lifetime.
Or the range issue?
The money that it costs, dude, you're going to drive for years and years before you catch up.
And the extra weight, and then you've got to stop all of that weight.
Exactly, batteries. So I don't think for a while to come.
That's good to know. Problem of the spare not fitting there.
It's already an issue with the tow bar you had to put on because it can't come any more back. And if it leans a little bit to the front, it touches the panel.
And if you had put 33, when people do put 33s on there, are there any drawbacks, sort of CV joints and whatnot?
Not on the CV joint side, but definitely on you'll feel it, power loss because you're going so big and you're not changing the ratio of the diffs. So definitely, and fuel consumption will go up quite a bit.
I suppose you don't have that much to play with this car.
Exactly.
That's the nice thing about a big aggressive tread pattern. You can get that look without having to go bigger.
Exactly. And also the side looks nice. I mean,
yeah, it kind of comes out of it.
Exactly that.
Nice looking tacky. Hey, they're already sitting higher. Yes. There we are, sitting higher already. And there's always a bit of talk about tuner handling. How does something like the Terrain Tamer help in that regard?
You know what, all these guys that roll their tuners, I don't know. Makes it definitely better. Never rolled one, so I can't say it makes it worse or not. You roll anything on a gravel road.
Do you think some of the stuff's a little bit over-exaggerated?
Definitely is. Definitely.
Good solid truck. Very groovy. Certainly feels higher.
Definitely is.
There we go for a little test drive in the tuner. Would this be firmer or softer than OEM?
Definitely firmer. It's not going to be softer.
So it would probably, because it was a bit wallowy before, so it could only improve handling.
Definitely. Also depending on how old the old suspension was.
Oh, she used to float around like a boat before. For goodness, straight line. what sort of things are you looking out for when you're testing?
We're just going to go down to a little off-road test track we use, get everything to settle.
Okay.
When we get back, double check everything, check the height and all that, measurements, and that's about that.
Nice. For people who want a 4-inch lift on their vehicle, do you have to? I suppose there's a lot more to it than a 2 to 4.
4-inch kit, everything changes. It's costly if done right, and it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah. Off-road tester. And the bash plates and bull bars, some of that manufactured in by you guys?
Definitely. Bull bars for tuners we do quite a bit, but mostly order in.
Nice.
We're not going bull bar on this though.
Just the sliders and the bash plate.
Yep.
And a standard tuner bash plate, is it up to the task?
100%.
Unlike the Land Rover Defender.
You should put that new Land Rover Defender.
The Range Rover Defender. It's not even a Disco 5, it's a Range Rover 5. The engine on that is amazing though, the 3-liter straight 6 turbo. It's probably the best part of the car. It definitely feels a lot less wallowy than it used to. Are there many other 4x4 guys in the neighborhood, or are you the lone wolf?
Shop-wise, the lone wolf, yes.
Which must be quite nice, because when I go to Brackenfell, it's every man, and Tom, Dick and Larry's got a shop out there.
Exactly.
You can see these are, would you call these almost hybrid between a mud and an all-terrain, but they're quite a chunky tread.
They're a little bit more aggressive than a normal all-terrain.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say more towards mud, definitely more towards all-terrain, but a little bit more.
Yeah. Very quiet as well.
Very nice.
So Maxxis, if you're watching, hook me up with a set. Very smooth. So if you got a Fortune and you want it doled up in the southern suburbs, G-Tech 4x4's got you covered. Very, very smooth. This thing used to be like a drunk armchair. Beautiful. Sure, Maxxis tyres are making a run this year. And the difference in these and the 980s?
I'm not a fan of the 980.
So this has really put Maxxis on the map, these tyres.
Correct.
I'm seeing a lot of them around. And I'm seeing less and less BFGs, so you might take that from as it comes.
About time.
Yeah. The BFGs in this size I find are quite good, but the 285 by 70 on the Raptor were... Oof.
Too much sidewall movement. They
exactly.
get wallowy, they're not nice.
Yeah, I'd almost say they're dangerous. Although on off-road they're sublime.
No, they're awesome. They're awesome off-road.
So they're ready for Oki, who spends most of his time on the farm. Starship Enterprise back into the ship. So that was a successful test drive, ladies and gentlemen. Felt much better than the old tuner. I drove it on the off-road track, and this is a different vehicle. And the brake, have you guys done the front brakes already?
No, not yet.
So that's even going to be an improvement. Successful test drive. These tyres look blinking.